Alright, let's sit down and talk about the Reaching Communities program, because this is one of the biggest funding opportunities available for charities and community groups in England. And honestly, a lot of people misunderstand it, so I want to break it down for you like we're just having a chat, nothing complicated, nothing formal. Just a clear conversation. So first, imagine this. The National Lottery raises over £680 million every single year for communities across the United Kingdom. That money comes from everyday people buying lottery tickets. And the job of the National Lottery Community Fund, what we call the NLCF, is to put that money back into communities where it will make the biggest difference. Now, from April 2025, the Reaching Communities program changed its priorities. Not in a scary way, it actually became clearer, more focused, and more connected to what communities need today. Their mission is very simple: they want to help build fairer, stronger, and more resilient futures for communities. And you'll hear that word resilient a lot. They want communities to be able to cope, to adapt, and to thrive even when things are difficult. So what do they actually want to fund? Let me say it in plain English. They want to fund projects that help people facing poverty, disadvantage, or discrimination. Or projects where people in the community are actually shaping the decisions that affect their lives. That means they are not just funding activities, they are funding power. They want communities to have more voice, more control, more leadership. And every project needs to achieve at least one of their 4 missions. Let me walk you through them gently. The first mission is helping people come together. That includes creating safe, inclusive places, real or online, where people who usually struggle to connect can finally meet, talk, and feel part of something. Think of community centers, youth clubs, women's spaces, digital hubs, warm spaces, even outdoor areas. If your project brings people together, they are listening. The second mission is helping children and young people thrive. And they are very serious about this one. They want projects that develop emotional and social skills, create trusting relationships, give young people a safe space, and actually involve them and their families in decisions. They love prevention, stopping issues before they happen. The third mission is helping people be healthier, especially people who have experienced health inequalities. That might be mental health, long-term conditions, disabilities, long waiting lists, lack of access, cultural barriers, anything that stops people from living a healthy life. Again, they love preventive work and they want people with lived experience to have a voice in shaping the health system. And finally, the fourth mission is environmental sustainability. Not just big climate projects, even small things. They want to support communities to engage with climate issues, reduce carbon emissions, protect nature, create wildlife spaces, or help people access natural environments. You do not need to be a climate organization. You just need a climate intention, even if it is small and local. Now, let's talk about money because that is what most people want to understand. The Reaching Communities Fund gives between £20,001 and £500,000. Most grants are under the £500,000 mark. And they can fund a project for up to 5 years. They also fund short-term projects, so you do not need to commit to a huge timeline. And here is the part one love: they fund almost everything. Core costs, staff, volunteers, equipment, rent, utilities, training, tech upgrades, development, collaborations, project delivery, room hire, evaluations, organizational development, capital work, outside spaces, even ideas that help organizations become more environmentally sustainable. They are one of the most flexible funders in the United Kingdom. Now, who can apply? It is a long list, but let me simplify it. If you are a charity, CIO, community organization with a constitution, not-for-profit company with an asset lock, CIC with an asset lock, school, statutory body, cooperative society, community benefit society, you can apply. As long as you serve communities in England and have at least 2 unrelated board members or directors. Who cannot apply? Individuals, sole traders, companies that can distribute profits, organizations outside the United Kingdom, organizations without 2 unrelated board members, anything that mainly benefits private individuals, political campaigning, loan repayments, retrospective work, and work that replaces government funding like school lessons during school hours. Now, here's the part that people sometimes get confused about. Reaching communities is not just a project fund. It can also fund organizational strengthening, things like governance, leadership development, business planning, training, new ways of working, testing ideas, building capacity and learning. If your organization needs to grow to serve people better, they want to hear that. The application process is 2 stages. At stage 1, you submit your main proposal. It takes around 4 months to get a decision. If they like your stage 1, they will invite you to stage 2, and stage 2 gives you up to 6 months to provide extra detail. It is not rushed. They want quality, not speed. And once you submit stage 2, you receive a final outcome. Altogether, the full process can take around 40 weeks, depending on complexity. But trust me, for a grant that can go up to £500,000, the wait is worth it. There is one thing you must remember: every strong Reaching Communities application shows 3 things: a clear need in the community, strong involvement of the people who benefit, and a deep understanding of how your work fits into the bigger picture. They do not just want good activities. They want meaningful change. And this is the part one really want you to hear. The best applications are not written like a business proposal. They are written like a story, a real story about real people. Who is struggling? Why? What has been tried before? What is missing? And how will your organization help people move from where they are now to where they want to be? They love honesty. They love humility. They love lived experience. So bring your community into the narrative. Show their voices, their ideas, their fears, and their strengths. That is what creates resonance. And finally, remember this: Reaching Communities is not just about funding activities. It is about building a stronger nation through community power. If your project gives people hope, confidence, skills, connection, health, or access to nature, you are already aligned. If you need help shaping your Reaching Communities application, or you want support creating a strong narrative that speaks directly to the funder's priorities, feel free to contact me at the Grant Maven. I help charities across the United Kingdom plan, write and strengthen their funding applications. You can reach me at grantmaven03@gmail.com or visit thegrantmaven.com. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helps you get the funding your community truly deserves.